Hi and welcome to In the Nest. I'm sports journalism major Philip Robarge. Joining me today is a member of the football team, Jahmye Tyson, listed as a defensive tackle, also plays defensive end. Top 5 in tackles last season with 71 total. Second in the Conference of New England in both tackles for loss with 12 and sacks with 6. Outside of football, he's also a junior here in the business administration and from Camden, New Jersey. Tyson, welcome.
Appreciate you for having me.
Now, let's start with where you're from, Camden, New Jersey. I'm from Maine. I'm not too familiar with that layout of that, but maybe other people aren't either. Tell me a little bit about what it was like for you growing up and when you first started playing football.
All right. So from me being from Camden, New Jersey, it was kind of rough, you know what I mean? Like growing up in poverty, but, you know, just surrounded by gun violence and, you know, just all sorts of that nature. So I knew that wasn't my future. So I just wanted to embrace football. And I started playing football when I was 5 years old. And ever since, I just fell in love with it. And I'm here now in college.
And you arrived on campus the same time I did, August of 23. What was that like for you?
Being up here in Maine, it was kind of new for me because, you know, it was kind of like a different atmosphere. I grew up in the city, and coming out here was kind of like, you know, very new. The weather was so beautiful. The atmosphere was different, you know, seeing mountains for the first time. So it was pretty cool. I was kind of nervous. I didn't know what to expect from my first year, becoming from like transitioning from high school all the way to my freshman year in college. So it was definitely a huge jump, but I appreciate this opportunity for real.
What was your first practice like?
First practice, I told Coach I was going to be a dog. I told Coach White, my original offensive coordinator, I told him I was going to be a dog the first day I came in. A lot of seniors on the team, they got me better. They developed me, and I just want to give thanks to the coaching staff and all my future teammates and my former teammates.
And the two coaches that helped you grow the most were first, E.J. White, former offensive coordinator. He was the man that saw the potential in you early, enough so to go out and recruit you. And then secondly, your positional coach, Rick Oreo, you've been with him since your freshman year.
Right.
How have those two men really shaped you?
Coach Oreo, he definitely shaped me in a different kind of way. He told me that it wasn't going to be easy coming into my freshman year, you know, transitioning from high school to college, me being my first year as a freshman. He told me that me being so young, everything is not going to be easy. I'm not going to hold your hand. And he just gave me the opportunity to like understand the huge like impact of football. So EJ, same way, he told me it wasn't going to be easy. He told me I was going to have to compete, and they put a lot of high standards on me. So it was a lot of pressure, but I was able to get through it.
And you and I first met at a crew event. So I just got to ask you, what's your relationship like with the Lord?
The Lord, my relationship with the Lord is like, I can't thank the Lord enough. Like, he taught me so much things in life. Like, we all struggle, we all stumble with our walks. So, but my relationship with the Lord, he taught me like how to be patient. He taught me endurance. He taught me how to build character. So the Lord is a definitely huge impact on my life. So in John 15, it says that like, if you abide in him and he will abide in you. So if we just keep doing that, then his love will remain in us. And that's, I feel like in life, that's the most that we ever need in life. So I'm so thankful for the Lord.
Awesome. Thank you, Tyson. Look, out of time, but thank you so much for joining us. I'm Philip Robarge, and you're watching In the Nest.